Good morning from Millstown. We have taken over a brand new farm. We've got all of the starting spaces for Millstown, although there are some things that we still need to do, like number one, fill this place up with equipment. We got $1.5 million. We have quite a few fields that are ready to be harvested. However, everything is completely empty, although the previous farmer did leave some stuff in their silos, so we're going to take full advantage of that. One of the worst things about not having any equipment is we are going to have to walk all the way down to the shop. It's not too far, it's just right down here, but yeesh. And here it is. So I've got an idea of some of the equipment that I want to use here, but I don't have a master plan, if you will. Really, the first plan is going to be find a combine harvester. Now, I've gone back and forth between a lot of different pieces of equipment, and I think one of the best ways to get started is going to be with stuff that's similar-ish to what we have for base game. So what I'm going to do is go for this CH770. This is a modified version, so it's DJ Go Ham-esque via 82 Studios. So we're going to go with this, but the header is much different. It's a little bit bigger than what we would be getting for the base game, but this is it. I'm not going with the Crary Wind system, at least for now. I have the 3162 Terraflex Draper 30-foot with that transport kit on it. That is what we want, the transport kit, because we're going to be going all around the map. And here it is. Here is our setup. One of the things that I want to make sure is that the combine harvester can actually handle this header. Now, can it drive it around? Absolutely. Back it up, hook up, grab, and go. That's not the part that I'm worried about. What I'm worried is if this is actually going to be able to hook up and not have any problems with weight. Oh, the front bent down just a little bit there, didn't it? All right, let's drop it down, see how we do. It's fine, actually. No issues whatsoever. Sweet. Right, let's unfold it, drop it here, and we'll pick up our next thing. If we jump into used equipment, we see this, the New Holland T7 HD series. Another actually base game vehicle, not a mod or anything like that, just an absolutely beautiful piece of machinery. Now, this one has quite a few different engine options. However, we have to pay for those, and we did only have $1.5 million to start with, so we need to be careful with how much money we spend. But this, for only $100,000, for a big tractor that we could put 313 horsepower in eventually, not a bad purchase to start with. So let's go and get one of those. There's also another New Holland here as well that's on sale. It's a pretty good price, and for upgrading a few of the options, we can actually do pretty well. Honestly, we could save a little bit of money too if we go with the Quickie on the front loader. I don't care about the Quickie. I like the Howard better, but you know what? Let's try something new. So here you go. Here's our utility tractor. Yes, I did throw weights on it because we're going to be running a front loader. So here's tractors to start with. We could get more, and we probably will, but let's just check this out. Also, I'm trying something new. We're going with a Continental tire setup on everything. We got it on the combine harvester, now on both of the tractors. Let's jump in the little guy right here. Super excited for this, by the way. I've wanted an excuse to drive this for so long, and I finally have an excuse to drive it. Check it out, even first person. Oh, I love that so much. I did go with the smallest front loader. I figured that would be good. However, it doesn't go all the way down to the ground. I think we're gonna have to swap the front loader on this. So the previous one required 60 horsepower, and this one requires 80, and we have 70. And it still doesn't go all the way down to the ground. Oh, that's so irritating. But it's a little bit lower than the other one, so I don't know, I may just stick with it. Let's try one more, just in case. So we tried the 3, we tried the 4. Now let's try the 5. Is this one going to work? Hey, goes all the way down to the ground perfectly. Yes, all right, so we'll get rid of this. We're probably gonna be using pallet forks more than anything, so figure, why not? We'll go with pallet forks. After looking around to find the perfect auger wagon, I think I've figured it out. It is the 875. Obviously, it is a version that I have put together myself. I don't know. Hey, will this little guy be able to pull it? Probably not. Well, I'll hand it to it. It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Grab it. Hey, hey. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, looks ridiculous, but it's working. I'm looking for the perfect baler, and this one seems a little bit ridiculous, although I really want it. Going through, what do we use? Just to go off the beaten path a little bit, we could go with something like this. Lower horsepower requirements. Still don't have enough on the small tractor. We'll probably buy a more medium-sized tractor, maybe a T5 or T6 whenever we're said and done. We got $1 million left, which is great news. We're going to have a lot more after that. I think this is going to be one to go with, at least for now, because it's going to do and make all of the things that we want to, well, do and make. Not really been able to make my mind up on exactly what we're going to use to load the bales yet, because, well, nothing I have installed is really going to work the way that I want it to. So I think from here we need, let's see, we've got tipper. We need a truck and a trailer, and I've got it. We actually went with a Mack setup. This is something that we've used before, but we're really excited to be able to pull this. Please let me have Zabela. What have I done? Oh, I backed up to the wrong part. Yeah, sometimes I am the idiot. There is that. Now, currently we've got a lot of extra money, and this is a really good thing, because if you run out of money, well, you're slam out of luck, and that's not a good thing. One of the things that I really want to do, though, because, is that a hitch? That is a hitch. I would love to be able to get a bale trailer to be able to pull behind this as well, and actually pick the bales up with a semi-trailer. Now, we could do this. There are a couple options for this. Or we could go with something like this, with the auto load, the 50-foot gooseneck transport trailer. I think this is the perfect option, and we'll get a pickup truck to go along with it, and then we'll be good to go. Bam. I thought about going 1982, but we used that one recently. However, the 2022 series with duals, I don't know, looks a little bit weird, so I'm not going to go with this one. I'm sorry, David. After a lot of time trying to figure out exactly what I want, I finally figured out what I want. And to be honest with you, we've got so much extra money. Way too much, almost extra money. So here's what I've gone for. $3,500. Fairly basic, all things considered, but I did go with some big old black wheels. Chromed out black. Looking good. We went with a kind of a matte-ish gray. Look at that truck. That is just a massive machine right there. I wanted to go with something that was just a little bit ridiculous, I think is the word that I would use here. Yeah, man. Grab it and go. This is perfect. Also, we went with a full light package as well. Man, it looks so good. I think for now, this is a good setup. Hey, what do you think? Is this a good setup? It is a pretty good setup. So now we can finally get to work. We've got harvesting that needs to be done. We can then bale up any of the straw that we get. We can do some carting with a small tractor, and then we could cart the grain away and pick up the bales. But I know what you're saying. You can't have the grain cart like that and the baler on that. Got to switch something up. I agree. Let's get one more tractor. All right. It's a little different. You can see it's a T6 180, and it cost $191,000. This is by far the most expensive tractor we have. It's not even the best one. But it wasn't on sale, and I wanted it. Oh, I had to have it. I'm so sorry. Look at this thing. It looks so cool. I'm digging it. It's going to be great. It's got a bunch of power as well, which is fantastic. And it moves. So let's swap a few things out, because this is going to be a primary for the baler now. This will not be on the baler, and this is certainly not going to be running a grain cart. Man, this is like the loudest tractor in the world. That was the only thing running. Goodness gracious. I don't know what to put on the back of this for now, but you know what? I don't think we're going to put anything back there. We'll just buy what we need when we need it. So this is it. This is our ragtag bunch of, I guess, a New Holland farm, since we've gone that far with it. What do you think? Rockin' and rollin'. All right. Now it's time to get into the field, get harvesting, and get to work. As mentioned, we have a lot of fields to choose from. We've got 37, 15, 18, 56 is our main farm, so don't worry about that. We also have 6 up here, which is a small farm, and 57, which is interesting, and we're probably going to be getting rid of that. There's some good stuff to get rid of there, too. However, we'll have to talk about that a little bit later. I think to start with, why don't we just go ahead and knock out field 6? There's not much over there. I tell you what, the map creator has done a really, really good job of keeping this feeling real and keeping it feeling fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to play on this map. There's quite a few maps that have come out recently that have done really well and been really popular, but this one, for some reason, just something about it. Hey, got that tractor on there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. So up here on the left, we have our sorghum field. This is probably a field that we are going to be selling. One of the things right off the bat is all of our fields are spread out. So we got a field down here. We got a field right there. We got a field here. I think it's probably going to be beneficial to sell all the fields that are not around the main farm and start putting fields around the main farm. Hopefully there's nobody behind us. All right, now we're good. I'm also realizing there's a farm right here by the sorghum field. Let's drop this off and maybe poke around and see. What do we got over here? So sheep, I believe, here. Now, I think we have to buy this area. Yeah, it's a farm that you have to buy, but I believe we've got some sheep or maybe chickens through there. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember which one that is. We've got a big barn right there. Another big barn over here. Man, oh man, oh man. We've got a silo system and then yet another barn here. Looks like we've got, I don't know if these are animal pens or what, but I guess there's one way to find out, isn't there? Open shed storage. All right, well, that's that. Pigsty, all right. And then sheep barn. All right, well, at least we know what's what. Now, sorghum was added to Farming Simulator 22 as one of the base crops. And I haven't really done a whole lot of sorghum harvesting. So it's nothing any different than anything else. But it is fun to jump in there, get a little bit of harvesting done. This ain't gonna take a long time. Not at all. Especially with this header that we've got on here now. Yeah, this is gonna be easy. There's also a couple of other things that we're gonna need as well. I do know that we're gonna need a baler over there because we will get a little bit of straw. Not much, but a little bit. And we're also gonna need, well, I don't know if there's anything else that we actually need because the next stop after that is the main farm. And we could just dump our crops off at the main farm without having to worry. So everything else can probably just meet us there. Just this, the baler. We'll probably need to bring something to pick the bales up to. I didn't really think about that part. Incoming, boys. Every single light on this thing turned on and just flashing as hard as it can go. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, forgot that this doesn't turn the best. I mean, not the best, it's me. Let's be fair, it's all me. Yeah, I do like this though. If you're ever running this, turn on the beacons. Those are the beacons. They're flashers. That's so cool. All right. It's harvest time. So it's time to talk a little bit about what we are going to be doing with this stuff. Are we going to be, and yes, I know I'm going really, really fast. Let's slow that down, maybe about 12 miles an hour. Is that cool? All right. So it's time to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing with all this. So my game plan is to take everything, all of the fields, get them harvested. That's going to be step number 1. Step number 2 is then going to be, all right, well, let's look at all of the crops that we have because, again, we have crops in our silos. So those numbers are going to go up. I want to take all of that, figure out a game plan of which ones do we keep, which ones do we sell, which ones do we do stuff with. Once we've got all of that figured out, then we can maybe start some productions or something like that and get things rocking and rolling. That is our game plan. And we are not getting as much sorghum as I thought we would. But it's sorghum at the end of the day. I am finding that the header's a little bit heavy. I mean, it works. It works a-okay. However, as you can see, we are bouncing around probably a little bit more than I would like to. Again, it works. It's just a bit much. All right, so there's our first pass around. We're going to run one more, and after that, there's really not much more left to do on this field. Not looking too bad. 2 passes are in the books here, and we've got 10,600 liters. Not bad at all. Also, I realized that we could hire a worker on all sides of this. So guess what I've been doing? You guessed it. Hired a worker, let him go, and then when we get to about right here, slam on the brakes and fire him up. Yeah. And there she is, right there. 13,863 liters. Right on the dot. All right. Now let's get this header trailer unfolded. Header trailer? Header. Let's get it unfolded. We'll head over to the main farm. We will drop off this grain and then get to work on the next field. Now, I know we've got a silo around here somewhere. I could just never remember where it is, even though I've only played on here for about an hour. Where is our silo? It's up here on the left, correct? Hey, right there it is. I don't believe I'm going to be able to do this. So how's about this? How's about we pull this out and we use our tipper for the first time? Here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, bring it over here. Let's unload it up. Thing ain't much, let's be honest here. Then pull forward and dump it in the silo. Hopefully I've come at this at a right angle so we don't get stuck in here. And unload. Boom. There we go. Cool. All right. Now we've got another field to do, but we have a few things that we need to do. I think what I'm gonna do first is let's take this, put it over here, and then let's start our combine on the next field. That way we can just work while our worker works. And I will make a reiteration. This is such a cool map. It is done really well. It feels kind of like a base game map, but I think that's a testament to how well it was put together and how simple but effective all of the setups are. It's done really well. I love this map. It is such a cool set. All right, here we go. We've got Canola now in front of us. We are going to be running 2 passes around. Let's see, which way? I don't know, it looks like a square. Fine, we'll just start here and we'll run 2 headlands all the way around it and see what kind of trouble we can get into by the end of it all. I will say being able to go quickly and move and have a nice big header on here, I think it's only 9 point something meters, but still it works really well. Having this is definitely gonna kick us off on the right foot. All right. So, speaking of, we have now finished up all the stuff that we need to do. We could jump out of here, and we could find ourselves here with our baler. Now, we're going to be using big bales here, so we want to run 240 centimeter big old bales, and there's going to be a bunch of them. I am used to running, well, let's be real, 20,000 liter or 25,000 liter bales. That's what I'm used to picking up. We're not going to be picking up those bales today. We are going to be doing normal size bales. And I haven't done normal size bales in what feels like forever, because for the past few series, I've used some insane mods and I've loved every minute of it. We're not doing that right now. So back to normal we go for me. I have no idea how many bales we're going to make off of this field. All I know is that I love this chrome baler. I love baling up straw. Yeah, I love New Hollands that are red. Yeah, the 3 loves of DJ. Still not dropping as many as I thought we would, but that's all right. There we go. All right, 2 passes around. We've got a couple more bits and bobs to run here, and we will drop them down. How many bales have we made already? 4. We have made 4. It's not bad. It's not too bad. We'll probably end up making, I don't know, 6 or 7 off of this field. Last bit, and let's see what our number is. There we go. Turn it off and force unload. There is 6. Sweet. All right, let's get this thing folded up, raised up, and we will make our way over to the main farm because we've got some more baling to do. But we also need to pick these bales up. Now, I hadn't used this guy to do any kind of bale work in a long time. I think the last time I used this specific setup was Ohio? What was that, 2 years ago? Yeah, that was a good ways back. All right, let's throw her into operating position and see if we can get these bales picked up. I'm sure we can just fly through. Hey, all right. Nice and easy. Hopefully this won't cause us too much trouble. I do know that the faster you go and the more bales you got on here, the heavier it gets, because even though they're auto-loaded, it still shows weight on here. These bales are like half the size of this truck. There you go. All right, 6 bales on. Let's pull out in front of this car. They know what they did. Let's get over to the main farm. I actually want to show you how I'm getting over to the main farm as well. So up through here, and then we've got a left here. Just like so. We've got some fill points here for slurry manure, and I believe like what was that, seed, solid fertilizer, lime, something like that. Fly over through this bridge, get a little bit of air, yee, a little bit more air off of it, yee, crank a right, and boom, here to the main farm. Pretty sweet. So let's get this located here. At least for now, we're going to be selling all of the bales. I don't really know what's going to happen. But here is our field. Man, look at this. Dude has done a good job. Already knocked out half of it. And we are going to knock out all of the straw. Let's go, baby. Oh, boy, we're catching up to him. I knew we would do this. Oh, we're missing a bunch of straw. What I'm doing, because you're probably looking at this going, why are you not doing the ends? Well, I didn't want any bales to be out there while the combine's trying to turn around. Oh, don't run into the crop. There we go. Yeah. Also, I reset the bale counter, and we have done 10 bales on this field so far. Oh, make that 11. Dropped it down the floor, made it 11. So at the end of this field, we've got 35,000 liters of canola. Very nice, very nice. All right, we're going to do exactly what we did previously. We're going to drop off the combine and unload it to a tipper. Let's see. Let's flip this. There you go. And get that thing off there. As a matter of fact, you know what? We haven't used our grain cart yet. Let's do that. It's an extra step, but you know what? It's fun. Oh, let's give it a try. Let's get off this field, though. Man, this thing's still over here at the shop. We really need to get some of this stuff together. Also, I love the big duals on here, but I don't know if we're going to... Oh, wow, that was almost close. Let's see. Swing around here. This is such a cool looking setup, though. I gotta hand it to it. What an epic, epic setup. Let's open this thing up. I've got the combine just right around the corner. As a matter of fact, this thing running duals. Kind of want to throw duals on the T7 now. That'd be fun. All right. Swing it under here, and we will pick all of this up. Now, this is a modified version. Most of this stuff has been modified by me or someone else close to me. There we go. Got our 35,000 liters there. And I should have my tipper. There it is. Perfect. Let's swing this bad boy open. See if we can get lined up with the front. And there it is. Absolutely perfect. Oh, I forgot to change the unload speed on this. Yikes. Well, that's all right. There we go. And we'll pull forward and dump it in. I know I'm doing this in a long way around, but it is what it is. It's fine, right? Might as well move this thing over while we're at it. It's the last thing over at the shop. Let's bring this over to the main farm and we'll be good to go. Lastly, for this field anyway, let's go ahead and knock out the rest of these bales because we're going to need to take a lot of our stuff over to the next field because it is quite far away. This is where we're at now, and we're going to need to go all the way over here to 15. It's going to be a trek. Rolling out with the last bales. There we go. Turn it off, kick them out, and let's see what our numbers are. 21. Yes, sir. We still have 3,100 liters in here as well. That's going to be heading to the next field. So, 27 bales in total that we have made so far. Let's pick these up and figure out what we're going to do with them. It's been a while since I've seen how the bales plop onto this trailer, so kind of wanted to bring you guys along for that. I also don't remember how many bales this thing will hold. I think it's 20-some, 24 maybe, something like that. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's find out. Well, it's more than 24. We got 22 on here already. There we go. There's 24. Maybe 6 more? I have no idea. Oh, this trailer's getting heavy though, man, even for this truck. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. This poor truck, man. I am putting it through its paces. We'll just say that. So we're going to be taking these to the Animal Trader Bell Cells, which is going to be right here. Now, this is actually on the way over to field 15, which is why we've gone there. The other option was up here somewhere. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. So what we need to do is head out here on the main road, which I actually don't know how to get out to. Aha! There we go. Go straight across and down. Should be easy enough. This is pretty easy to get in and out of. Quite a few entries and exits. However, driving in there might be a different story. Oh my goodness, there's animals in here and they're moving around. I don't know how they did that, but that's awesome. All right, let's back this thing up. Also, I might end up losing the truck bed. We may reset that over to the main farm. All right, let's bring this in here. We'll unload. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yep. Hey, got it. All right, 37,000 bucks. Not bad. Let's let's lose the truck bed. How's about that? Because one cool thing with this truck is, hey, we got a hitch on the very back, which is awesome. Yeah. Bring it back. This might get rid of some of the craziness that we're seeing between everything. I know it's a wild look, but hey, it works, right? And we've just reset that to the store. Cool. All right. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get over to this new field. And uh-oh, we're good. We're good. Save the game, save the game, save the game, save the game, save the game. We're good. Let's bring you guys along. Let's head over to this new field that we're going to, field 15. Oh yeah, and by the way, some of these fields we're selling. I don't know if I mentioned that beforehand. We are definitely going to be selling some of the fields that we've got up here because I'm not going to drive all around this map just to go harvest fields. It's too much driving. It's a lot of wasted time. Swing it through here. Should be on our left right there, and it is. Good looking field too. All right. Let's pull this across and let's get everything else over here. Well, here we are. I just don't know really where to go or where to start. It's a big old field, man. Looking good. Oh, I had a lot of people behind me. I didn't even look behind me. Now that's funny right there. That is very, very funny. We'll have to be careful because there's a lot of people there. Oh, me, oh, my. All right. Let's grab it. Let's unfold everybody and get it started. Double check, make sure that our straw slot's on. Yes, it is. Oh, let's go, baby. Bring it here and hide the worker. Now, this one's going to be pretty simple. We've just got, what, a couple back and forths to run, a couple headlands. As a matter of fact, we'll do our normal thing. We'll go back and forth twice on every side. To be fair, I don't think we're going to have to run 2 passes around this field. I think one is probably going to be good enough. Also, yes, we are booking it because this is a quite a big field. Where are we at? We're way over here. There you go. See, 210,000 for that one, 133. So this is definitely the biggest field that we've got. Now, one of the great things is because we have so much wheat off of this field, and we also have one other field that is all wheat as well. That is going to be a really, really good start to the bakery. Also, with the amount of money that we've got to start, I mean, look how much we have at the end of the field. With how much money we've got, that is going to be very beneficial. Hang on, let me raise that reel up a little bit. There we go. It looks a little bit better. With how much money we can't get it out of my mouth, we are going to be well set to sell all the fields that we're not using. We also have cattle. Yeah, I don't care about that. So we're going to sell those as well. I feel like all I do is just grass and grain crops and cattle and chickens. So we're going to avoid at least 1 or 2 of those things. All right, here it is. We can hire the worker now and be good. I mean, I ain't got to worry about him anymore. 16,000 liters off of 1 pass around. Let's see, what's it showing that's left in here? 95,000 liters left. We're gonna need to cart. Let's do something that I have not done in what feels like forever. Let's do a little bit of carting on the go here. We haven't done this in a while. We haven't really needed to. And, well, this is one of those areas of Farming Simulator that I don't really do because I don't have to. Oh, let's see if I can catch up to him, though. Let's see if this tractor's got enough power. Come on, baby, go. Yeah. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Carting on the go. Perfect speed as well. Nice. They had 29,000. They had 10,000 liters already from when we were over here last. Also, this is why I kind of want to get rid of the duels. See how close we are getting right here? Ooh, it's a little bit dangerous, but that's all right. This should be the only time we have to cart for this setup here because there was only, 95,000. Now there's 85,000 liters in the field. We can kick it out from there, and honestly, we could probably take this back to the farm, but I think we're going to bring it over here. Slowly bringing everything back over here because we have everything. I did go in and remodify this trailer a little bit. Beforehand, it was holding, I think it was 200,000 liters. So it was 100 in the front, 100 in the back, but I have modified it since to hold 250 and 250, which should get us through this entire harvest. Fingers crossed. We got one more thing, and that's our baler. Oh, and then the bale trailer as well. Oh, it's already over there. Hey! So, now we get to start doing the baling. I'm going to start right here again. We are not going to be running the outside of the fields, not yet anyway. Everything's going to be right here, right in the middle. See if we can catch up this dude. Let's unhinge it. Full throttle, baby! One thing I am noticing is it's a little bit bouncy. This one's actually not being bouncy at all. Why is this one not bouncy? Hang on, maybe the next one will be. Here we go. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here going on. There it is. We found the smooth part. It's quite bouncy. Yay, yay! This is why you don't bail at 33 miles an hour. Of course, this would be impossible anyway, but welcome to the channel. We are rocking, baby! Almost done with this field right here. We are just moving and grooving with bales. I totally forgot to reset the bale counter, so I don't know, but we've made 55. We'll probably end up making about 60 bales total. Well, that's gonna drop it all into one place. Oh, come on. Great. What do you expect? It is weird going around and seeing all of those bales on the field. Definitely not something I'm used to. All right. I know unloading into the grain cart from this side's probably gonna be frowned upon. Don't care. Deal with it. Alrighty, I think I could probably knock this out in 2 swipes. There's one. That just about made a bale by itself, didn't it? And boop. Alright. No more than anything else. So let's finish this up. One big old pass around this field, and then we are all done with this one. We could finally move on to the next one. Oh, that's a big old bit too. I ain't even gonna worry about it. We're gonna sell this field afterwards anyway. And at it with the end of the field, of course. The one time where I missed both left side and right side. It's not a lot, but you know what? We'll get them up. How many bales have we made total so far? 69. Of course we have. Should be another one to pop out there. There we go. 70 bales. We're at 89% right now. So we've got enough for one more. But I wonder if I could pick up all the little scraps and stuff off this field. I never do that. You know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just get everything situated. Let's get everything moved over to the last field to harvest, which is 37. Down here, looks like we should just be able to take the main road. Yeah, take it down, cut it to the left, and down. Do it. While we're at it, let's just take you down there with the baler. Let's take the baler down first. So, straight across through here. Let's zoom out a little bit as well. See if we can get a nice view of the map and still drive at the same time. You know I'm going to crash, right? Like, we all know what's going to happen here. Somebody's going to crash, and it's going to be me. But I just wanted to give you kind of an overview of just how really cool and nice this map is. It blows my mind that guys could take just nothing, absolutely nothing, a flat area, and create all of this just from their mind and just from ideas. So cool. So cool. Over here is actually the largest farm on the map. I don't know if we'll ever be able to buy this or not. Be cool if we could, but I don't know if we're going to be able to or not. Yay! Well, no jump, unfortunately. All right, so up here's 36, and on the edge of that, right at the top of the screen, is going to be 37. That is the field that we are heading to. Actually, really not a far way away over here, was it? Not at all. Hey, we've got a line ready to go for it, too. We do have bees over here. I think this is something we're probably going to have to delete unless it's bought with farmland. Selling it would be 19,000, not bad. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get everything else down here. So out of all of that on that field, we ended up getting 94,000 liters. So the idea I had that I would have had to have carted was actually non-existent. We would not have needed to do that. And yes, I am looking at the... Oh boy. We're going to have to change the wheels. I love these big tools so much. They look so good. But there's just no way we're going to be able to run this. Getting all the way down to the bottom, and that'll be our 94-5-ish thousand liters in. Very cool. Let's fix this real quick. Did we have Continental? We did have Continental, and we had a big Continental tire. Look at that. Yeah, chunky boy. You know what? Let's go for it. Big, chunky Continentals. Yeah. There you go. Didn't cost us anything, and now we can get close and not hit anybody. Sweet. All right. Everybody except for the bell trailer needs to be relocated to... Of course, the first thing I do is run over a car with the wheel. Let's get everybody moved over. Goodness. Lastly, let's pick up all of the bells off of this field, and let's see if our new setup, if you want to call it that, without the truck bed, makes this any better. We also may have gone for a truck that's a little bit big. I don't know, you'd probably... Oh, let's go! Yeah! The suspension's so good that the front was still on. That is absolutely insane. We were on three, one, two... Well, I guess we were still on 4 wheels there. We're supposed to be on 6, though. All right, let's see. Can we pick up all of these going slow? Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Let's see how many bells we had off this field, because I have no idea. Well, good news, bad news. Not really bad news. We made it this far, but that's as many bells as this thing holds. Hey, by the way, I figured it out. It holds 30. So that's good. Although we only get about 3/4 of the field, maybe a little bit less than that. So we're going to have to take all these, get them sold, and do it all again. I kind of figured out... Oh, baby! Yeah! I kind of figured out why the truck's being a little yeet. So the rear axle is very, very sturdy. So we picked the heavy-duty version of this. So the rear axle, super duper solid. However, the front axle is very, very wiggly. I think is the word to use there. So even though the rear stays planted, the front does not. So we're still better off than we would be. But even something like this, oh, kind of digs in a little bit. So that's why that's going on there. Yay! Hey! Hey, at least it's fun. Could be worse. It could suck. Still drives fine. It's just probably... I'm going too fast. I know it. You know it. We all know it. All right, back it up. Let's see. There's $33,000 and another 8. So right around 41.5 with everything. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. Just for straw? Yeah, it's fantastic. Man, yo. The cars are flying. They're going like 50 miles an hour. That's crazy. All right, let's get the rest of these bells. We'll take them and sell them as well. That way we don't have to sell twice or whatever for the next field. We'll drop them off and be good to go. Also, money's doing great right now. $721,000. Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Another 13 bells here, so that gave us a total of 43 bells off of one field. Not bad. And it's incredibly insane for me to think of because I'm used to making 25,000 liter bells. I don't know what 43 times 25,000 is, but whatever that number is, that's a lot. And also has no bearing whatsoever on this situation. Let's back them up and do it to it. Also, I forgot that this trailer had straps on there. So let's bring this about right here, unstrap it, because most of the time auto loads don't have straps because it can cause trouble. There we go, another more or less $5 more would be to 18,000, so we'll just say that. So we have done very, very good with bell sales. We're up $739-ish thousand currently. And we got one more field to harvest, and then harvest 1 will be over. And we'll have to sell the fields that we don't want anymore. We also have to sell the cows as well. Man, there's so much to do. Speaking of cows, why don't we go ahead and knock this out? The cows themselves are not going to make us much money. What we are going to make money off of is the land in the area. So let's select here, sell those, select these, sell those. So now there are no cows in this area. Can we sell? No, because there's placeables on it, which are not quote unquote bought with farmland placeables. Is it that? It's this, isn't it? That's it. I think one of the things we may have to do is figure out which one of these is the one. Was that farmland 57, I think, right? Let's see. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to fake this thing out into just getting rid of 57. So what I'm going to try to do is come in here, go to farmlands, NPC and go with 57. All right. Click it. Did that work? Hey, that worked. Sweet. Now, how much does this cost? I want that money. 248, 115. Got my money. All right, we are millionaires now, but that's not going to last very long. Hey, was there anything in this silo? I guess we'll never know now. I don't own it anymore. All right, I had to come back over here, so I rebought it. There is a bunch of straw, silage, grass, hay, and TMR. Yeah, I'm going to steal all that. Something else I'm just finding out is you could buy the outside of the map. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you can't buy, like, that little portion there, but you could buy this. It does cost money. Usually I like to say, you know, make sure you don't charge people for that because that's, you know, area on the outside of the map. Really, there's nothing to that other than the road systems and all of your placeable areas. And I say placeable areas, all the extra areas. But I guess they could be used for farming. I mean, I guess there's some spots in here like this, but that would be very difficult. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll buy it. I'll be back for you, buddy. Don't you worry. Looks like the gang's all here. Let's get harvesting. Taking a look, it looks like the field info is telling us we're going to get about 57,000 liters off of this field, which is pretty darn good. We're going to do exactly the same thing that we have been doing. We are going to go down and back, and we're going to run 2 passes around the whole thing. And I got to fix this header. I don't know how it keeps getting messed up like that, but we'll be all right. We also are going to slow this thing down, maybe about 15 miles an hour. Should be good. To be completely honest, I don't think we need to run 2 passes around the whole thing. Look how much extra room is down here. Man, it has been a while since I have seen maps or fields on a map that give you this much extra space and still manage to put a bunch of fields on the map. I don't know how they've done it, but yeah, I think we're going to be A-okay. The other end of the field, I'm not quite sure. Maybe not so much down here. I feel like that's enough room to turn around, right? I feel that way. Also, we still have that beehive right there just kind of hanging out. We do need to do something about that. Let this guy go, and then that'll kind of be the end of that. So the beehive is very interesting because all of the the hives go somewhere down here. It's inside of a building. I gotta figure out where it is. No, that's right. It's way over here on the right-hand side. It is inside of this building right here. Look at this. It just kind of spawns the honey right there. That's pretty neat. I'll give it that much. Very, very cool. Kind of irritating, I guess, in a way. Can we delete this? Big garage? We can. Can we delete the stuff inside of it? I don't even know if I want to try. Oh, hang on. We might actually be able to click on stuff. Nope, it's just big garage. It does them all. All right, well, guess it could be worse. But it is kind of nice that all of your products spawn here. Look at all that. There was one of these when I started the series. Look how many there are now. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to keep this. We'll get that figured out. In the meantime, let's come through here. Let's go ahead and start working on baling up all these goodies. What do you need to unfold? Oh, forgot about that part. So we're definitely going to be getting rid of this area. That's just a given. I think what we may end up doing is deleting the honey, or the bees rather, delete the bees, and then maybe just put some down at a different place. Maybe like over on our main farm or something like that. Just put them down, but let them not be here. Quick update for you guys. As you can see, we've gotten half of the field done with the baling already, and the combine harvester is rocking and rolling. How's it doing? 35,000 liters so far. Is it still saying that we're going to get about 50-something? Yep. So soon. Very, very soon. While we're at it, let's take a look and see how much money we're going to be getting off of the fields we're selling. So 210,000 there. We've got another 147,000 there. And then down here, 39 and 248, which is a lot. And plus, we've already sold the cows. So that's a good amount of money. We should be able to buy, easily going to be able to buy 3 and 4 star main farms. Yeah. And I would like to buy some stuff around it. I think 17's definitely in the mix. 3 and 4 in the mix. Not only are 3 and 4 in the mix, I think 3 and 4 plowed together is in the mix. That's going to be the largest field, I think, on the map, single-handedly. We could also buy a couple of these as well. Pricing's not too bad. However, one of the things that is a little bit rough is we will have to come down this pathway to get into the field. Doable? Yes. Will it be very interesting seeing all of these plowed together? Also yes. Right near the end of it, it said we'd get about 57,000 liters, and it was right on. Man, look at that. 57,424. It's almost creepy. But it's for real. Probably could have done without bringing the grain cart down here, but whatever. All right, let's get our transport set up. Let's bring it over here. Come on, get out of first gear. There you go. And we'll dump all this in. Now, with all of this in here, we also have more in the silo. We mentioned this quite a few times already, but there's no wheat in the silo. Oops. Well, there's plenty of other stuff, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish up the bales. We have made quite a few, and I totally forgot to reset the bale counter, so I have no idea how many I've made on this field. What are you going to do about it, eh? I did take a break playing. It says bales produced 21. Sweet. And with that, we are done with harvest, which I feel like has taken forever. It's a correct assumption, right? It's taken forever. So then we got a lot of stuff here just kind of hanging out. Everything's turned on right now. Let's grab the truck. We'll grab the bales, and then slowly but surely, everything can be brought back over to the main farm. I have gone a really roundabout way of picking all these bales up. If you just kind of look, I just kind of drove straight back and forth, and it did not go well. Nonetheless, here we go. We have 28 bales, which is great because this thing only holds 30. We can get these things sold. It's slowly but surely everything can make its way back to the farm. Figured since we've come this far together, we may as well show you the sale of the bales as well. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. Why do I always make that sound, that boop, 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 whenever I'm selling bales? It's a real thing that always happens. There you go, $38,000. Very cool, very cool. Keep in mind, we're well over $1 million at this point whenever we sell all of the goodies from the top field. Now, let's move, as mentioned, let's go ahead and move everything back over to the main farm, including our tipper. Oh, that's my turn. Yay! I'm slowly learning it. Everything that you've seen from this video so far is, well, everything that I know about this farm. Yeah, not a whole lot still currently. Nonetheless, the good thing is a lot of this equipment won't be used for now. Let's bring this here. Drop that, and we're back. So now we need to figure out about the selling of the products. One of the other things that we could do is go ahead and get rid of a few of our bits and bobs. I'm also going to dump this because I kind of want to see everything in the silo. Call me crazy. I am crazy, but you could call me that. That's okay. Let's sell that. We need to come down here to 37, but we got to sell that beehive first. Quite easy to do. And just because I don't want to leave the area like this, it looks like somebody just came in here and deleted a beehive. Let's be nice and let's paint some grass. There you go. And you know what? Some little flowers where it used to be. And now we can sell it. There we go. There's another 147,000. Field 6 was another one that we really don't need to hang on to. And lastly is 57. But if you remember, there's a few little goodies over here that I wanted to hang on to. Specifically, the 54,000 liters of straw, the silage, the grass, the hay, and the TMR. Because if I'm going to do cows, I'm not going to do them here. And that is why I have unloaded our truck. So let's remember how to get up there. Say remember, I haven't actually driven up there yet. Let's see, if I go this way, it stops. But there is a road. Is it the farm road that goes all the way up there? I think so. Well, I was going to say it says there's a road over here. I probably should have just gone the way around. We're going to have to go down around. You know what? No, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to go straight forward. Oh, there's a fence. I give up. Let's try this again. We're gonna go here, hang a left right out of there. There you go. Go out into the main road and then swing it up wide. I do gotta hand it to the map creator. This is a very, very cool map. Swing this here. There you go. All right. Open her up and let's pick up a couple things. Again, there are multiple things that we are going to have to transport. Let's see. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course. Well, what are you going to do? Start with some grass and pull forward a little bit and get whatever's next. Hey, that'll work. Oh, now here's an interesting one. If I come out of there and just drive beside this field, that's the farm right there. How did I not pick up on that? Oh, it made that so much more difficult than it had to be. So one of the nice things is we have our own forage silo, I guess is the best way to put it. Forage silo right over here as well. The same one that's up by the cows. But I don't remember what was in here already still. TMR and pig feed. Sweet. All right, well, we'll drop this stuff in here and just see kind of what happens. Also, I don't remember what button to hit to move it. Start filling, change engine, close cover. What? Oh, tip side. There we go. Got it. Back at it again, and we'll go ahead and knock all of this stuff out. Oh, too far. And with that, we've got all the crops off of this one. So what we can do is now sell it. Again, like we did beforehand, farmland 57. So we go in here, find our farmland 57, and select NPC. Click. Done. Haha, now I have to remember what it costs. $248,115. Not bad. All right, we have $1.4 million now before the sale of any items or crops. One other interesting thing that I'm really not looking forward to is what's beside us right now. I have looked. We have sugar beets and red beets in these fields, which means we're going to have to find something that'll harvest those. Just shoot me. I guess I could plow them up, but where's the fun in that? All right, so there's a couple things that we could do from here. We could go ahead and sell some of the harvest that we've got, or we could buy equipment to run these fields. So with these two fields right here, we need something that we can, well, harvest red beets and sugar beets with, and still keep up with all of the money. I got a couple ideas. So this is a piece of equipment that I used in the last series, something like that, the Grimmer Rooster DLC. So what this will do is it'll hold 100,000 liters, and it only requires 185 horsepower. So if we got two of these, we might be okay. So we could do sugar beets as well as red beets with this, which is great news. However, we will need to use a Hollum topper in order to harvest some of the things. So what I want to do is take a look at this. Now, we're not going to buy it because 90 grand, no thank you. But we could lease two of them for like 9 grand, which is fantastic. So let's lease one of them. There we go. Let's get one of our tractors. That one will do. And let's see if we can get away. I forgot the truck beds over here. Let's see if we can get away with using this without a front 3-point. I believe this tractor can mount one, but I just want to see, can we get away with it, at least on the sugar beets? Because I don't remember, does sugar beets have a way that you need to remove the tops of them? None of the harvesters do that, right? I don't know, I guess we're about to find out because we've got crop destruction turned on, so it's going to destroy everything. You know what? Maybe we turn off crop destruction just in case. Oh yeah, should we probably buy these as well? There we go. Buy that one, buy that one. It is actually a little bit surprising how little you need to do for those, but hey, it is what it is. Let's bring this, drop it down, turn it on, and do we need to use a header chopperooski thingy for this? It doesn't look like it. That's not to say the answer is yes. Red beets! Hey! All right! Hire worker! Are those red beets? That is not red beets. I mean, it is a red beet, but is that grain? Hang on. That's grain! Well, I don't know what happened, but something happened. Either way, it's red beets. So we'll be all right. But that only makes one of these. We're going to need two of these. And the other one, we do need a header topper because it won't work without it. This bad boy is going to have a few difficulties when it comes to flipping around back and forth down here at the very end. So I am going to try and run a few passes right around the end just to make sure that we don't have any problems moving forward. And we don't, I mean, we're going to have problems. I just don't want them to be caused by me. feel like 5 passes is probably enough. That's 15 meters. Should be more than enough for this guy to turn around down here at the end. So we'll go to the other edge and we'll see if we need to do anything else with that. Yes, as I was mentioning, we are going to get one more of these machines. We're going to lease them with the Holm Topper on the front. I believe our T7's got a front 3-point, which should work perfect for that. Spin around here and take them down to the other end. There you go. We do have a lot of red beets in here so far. 30,000 liters already, just from one end, 5 passes, and then heading back down the other end. We're going to get a lot of red beets. We're going to have to do a lot of carting with this. I don't know if we need 5 passes down here, but I'm going to run all 5 anyway, just to keep this field nice and cohesive. And at that point, we should be well over 50% full just from a little bit of work. Goodness. All right, there you go. All done with at least the extra work, the non-worker work. The worker's going to do the rest of this. 57,000 liters. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, I don't know if I can store these in our silo or not. I don't believe our silo takes this kind of thing. It might. I have no idea. However, instead of trying to figure that out, I'm just going to take our Mac here and we're going to run it. Since we've got 2 crops that we're going to be harvesting, I think it's only fair to put one in the front and one in the back. And then when both of them fill up, figure it out. So, why don't we do that? There we go. Bring this over here, and that will unload our multi-bajillion liters of sugar beets. Now that that's over, we can fold this up and let them go. And I think I'm going to try and keep the workers far away from each other to store with. So this worker is going to go starting here. And I think what we may do is start the other worker on the other side of the field. So do your thing, home slice, rock and roll, baby. Now we got another one of those, and we need a Holm Topper. Let's see, 3 meters there, which means I think it's here. Yeah, 3 meters with this guy as well. Boom, got it. Boom, roasted. Also, I acknowledge the fact that this is a lot of harvesting all at once, but hey, sometimes that's just kind of the way it is. Where is it? There it is. Why did it go on that side? I didn't get it first. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Grab that. Grab this. We should be good. Yep, there we go. Running a worker with this might be a little bit more difficult. I've not actually run a worker with this specific setup before that I can remember. That's a car. Oh boy. Go, man. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by bad drivers who don't look before tractors pull out. I don't know if I've actually utilized this the appropriate way with a worker before, but I'm going to try and do my best. I'm also going to try and just use the back part first and just return the front if I can. All right, can I get away with it? I think the answer's no. Yeah, the answer's definitely no. Crap. At least we know. Yeah? Yeah. Bring the front, drop it down, turn it on, and go. Please? There we go. All right. Sugar beets are going in. We are good to go. So we're going to do exactly the same thing with this harvester that we did with the previous one. Down and back, rocking and rolling. Also, I think I sped it up a little bit, so we'll do the same here, 20 miles an hour. Might actually have to unload this soon. It's done a down, back, and it's halfway down again. It's already 30% full. Yikes. That's a lot of whatever that crop was. Red beets. I knew that. Now the fun part of trying to make this happen and it keep telling me you don't have access to this land. Go away. Leave me alone. I should have just gone straight and not worried about trying to hire a worker. Whatever. It works. That's what matters the most, I think, here. Yeah, we're man, there's just so much to do right now. I should definitely have not tried to run all of this at the same time. You know what I think I'm going to do? There we go. Get rid of you. Let's bring this around. I'm just not going to use a worker for this part. I'm just going to do it myself. Finally, we got our 5 passes, and we've got 60,000 liters in there now. Oh, man, oh, man. We're definitely going to have to do a little bit of carting with that. So what we could do here is bring this round and then hire it going back down this way. And while they do that, let's try and do a little bit of carting over there. May as well dump some sugar beets in here while we're at it, huh? I don't want to risk this. Let's just spin this around. Do it this way. I tell you what, I do some real interesting stuff when I'm trying to play Farming Simulator, and sometimes I do things that make a lot of sense. and then there's all the other times. Alrighty, so we've got, what was it, 78,000 liters there in, what was it, 4 passes, 5 passes, something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm happy about it. I'm not happy that it looks like grain, but it says it's red beets, so I'll trust it for now. Now we have the awkward, very, very awkward setup of trying to go back and forth here 5 times. And I did have one idea. I don't know how this is going to work or not, because I don't know how these topper things work. But I did have one idea, which was to just do it separately. But I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a good idea, a bad idea, just an idea that is a thing. I don't know. I think I'm just going to hire the worker and let them do this. They should have enough room to turn around here. We'll just see if the worker does this and does it right. Yeah, and in the meantime, we'll put the red beets back on and go, baby, go. Yeah, all right. This worker's going to have some trouble. Let's just do this, and then we'll get to the point where we can hire the worker up and down. How about that? And they are hired after a little bit of extra work down at the bottom. We are ready to go. So at this point, what I need to do is take this guy and do a bit of karting. I don't actually know which one to do. Probably the red beets. Let's be fair. Let's see if I can do this. If we're going to bring you along and show you just how bad I am at whatever this is going to turn out to be. Let's bring it there and set the cruise. Don't tell me that actually worked. It actually worked. I understand that I'm driving in the middle of the field. Don't just ignore that part specifically. Hey, and it's actually going through. Hey, look, and the workers are almost lined up with each other too. That's pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna go all the way down and just put it all in there and do the exact same thing with the other guy over there. Might go back and forth until we run out of room, and then I'll dump it and do it again. Yeah, I think sugar beets are going to be just as profitable. 43,000 liters. Look at that, 43,000 liters on a down and back. Not bad at all. Well, and there was 17 in there already. Just ignore that part. All right, let's see if we can catch up to this dude. Is he going? Oh, crap. No, don't put the sugar beets in the wrong spot, you idiot. Put him in there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. This is working out perfect. Not bad at all. Getting a little close to full on the red beets here. 233,000 out of 255 possible for that specific spot. As you can see, whatever that is now, which looks to be straw, and there's grain coming out of there, neither of which is red beets, but who's measuring anymore? Let's bring these over. I just want to see, will they even go in to the silo? Looks like the answer to that is no. Let's flip it around to the back. Sugar beets, neither. So neither one can be stored here. That just means we need to put our own down. That's got some trees that are clipping through it, but I think this will work a-okay. This is one of my silos, modified from the base game, of course. But I can actually store things. Let's go in. Let's find our red beet, which I think is near the bottom, correct? Yeah, all right. It's showing, thank goodness. Back into the field. Now, if only this truck would go when I hit the gas, it'd be great. I don't know why it doesn't go, but here we are. Yet again. Probably upgrade this thing. I miss CVT transmissions and literally everything. Back at it, and we have plenty of stuff in here. We should also start taking a little bit of a look. Oh boy, going away from it. Take a little bit of a look at the fields, the field size, and how I want to do everything. Oh boy. Sorry, big dog. Oh no, he missed a little bit. Crap. Stop, you dummy. No, I stopped the wrong one. Crap. Well, this is fun. Yay. Boo. Bam. All right, well, we got it. That's the important part. So taking a look at both of these and how much space they are going in, it looks like we're getting more sugar beets than we are red beets. The guesstimate for this field was 437,000 liters in red beets, and for sugar beets for the same size field, it was, or is, I don't know. It's not telling me. Crap, run away, run away. I guess who knows then? Well, that was pointless. Quick update for you guys. We got 2 passes left on the red beets and then quite a few left on the sugar beets, but the sugar beet guy's doing A-okay by himself. I'm still having a difficult time getting into high gears and having this thing just go. So, yeah, I don't know. I am kind of figuring out how to do this quickly and easily, though. You kind of come to the outside and then zip it in. There you go. Nice and easy. So we've gotten a bunch of sugar beets and red beets already. If we pop in here real quick, 353,000 red beets already in there and 264,000 liters of sugar beets. That's insane. I don't actually know what to do with them, though. So I guess we'll figure all that out when the time comes. I suppose for the sugar beets, we could set up some sort of contraption to cut them. I'm sure there's a way to do that where it makes it nice and easy. Maybe something with a belt system that comes out of a silo. That could work. Could work easily. We'll take this nice and easy ourselves here. Try and line up with the edge of it. There it is. And jump in here, turn that on so that the rest of them will pop out. Boom. There we go. All right. We cannot use this harvester for anything else, mainly because, well, there's nothing else to buy. Let's check out a couple other fields, though. Watching the train go by now, that's another option that I had not thought about, was just sending these guys on the train and letting them do their thing, although I don't know if the train cars have been modified or not. These certainly going to need a modification if we go with anything. So, red beets going in. Let's see, what's that final number for the red beets going to be? They're all in 435,000 liters. Goodness gracious. That's insane. So yeah, I don't actually know if we're going to get more sugar beets or not. We're definitely going to need more than that. Whee! We are flying, baby! I'm trying to knock this out as quickly as possible. So what I'm doing is, well, going quickly. And then the rest of this last bit right here where I missed some and did some, but also missed some, we're just going to knock this out ourselves. I noticed that we weren't getting as much going back and forth that I thought we were, so I quit trying. And we're just doing A-okay. We're going to hit this last little line of sugar beets that we missed, and I think I'm just going to dump this straight in. Well, no, we've got stuff in the trailer. We'll dump it in there. Go and prepare for that. And I think that's it. Right there. All right. Sweet. Let's raise these up. Turn it off, I guess. Where's our semi-truck? Of course I turned it off. Oh, yeah. Good job, DJ. Good job. Bring it here. Let that unload straight in. Won't take long to unload all that. And our total number, of course it is, 69,603. Drop this in and get our numbers. So then, 434,000 for the sugar beets, 435 for the red beets, which I find interesting because I thought it was going to be a lot more. That's on me. I misinterpreted that. So I think what's actually happened is we made a little bit too much money a little bit early on. I don't know what to do because we've got enough money to buy all of these fields in the middle, although I don't want to because they're all crops I don't care about. I mean, one of them's sorghum. To be fair, that's fine. At least I think. I don't know. Is that potatoes? That's potatoes, isn't it? Please tell me that's not potatoes. Can I jump to one of these? Yes, I can. Oh boy. Are all of these crops just terrible crops? They are. They're absolutely terrible. All 3 of these fields. Although it may be a little bit much to try and do all of this at once anyway. It just stinks. It stinks so bad. All these crops suck. I don't wanna. To be fair, it might just be easier to set this up and just harvest some smaller fields for ourselves. Maybe invest the equipment into production chains and things like that. That'd probably be a good idea. I think as far as the sugar beets and everything else goes, oh yeah, by the way, I guess we can return these. There we go. Return that. I guess for the rest of these, we could probably just sell this stuff, I mean, there's no reason to keep it all. So, yeah, I think sell the crops that we're not going to be using, get rid of them, and just take the money and reinvest and all that, which I think will actually be a great place to start up part 2. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. We'll see you then.